I'm stranded in the middle of nowhere and the only thing I packed are Temu products for the next 24 hours, starting now. This could go horribly wrong considering the prices of some of these things. Right now I have 3 objectives that need done ASAP. The first thing I have to do is scout out a good location and set up my home base so I can set up a house, start a fire, and make dinner. Everything purchased from Temu needs to succeed, otherwise it could be a very cold and dark night. I'm relying on these products for warmth, light, food, hydration, and hopefully to get any sleep tonight. None of that was real. I mean, not yet. I hope. After searching far and wide, up, down, even the 4th dimension, I had finally found it. Home base. Basically just started following deer tracks and deer droppings. I mean, they live here full time, so get the tips from them, right? Let me give you a tour. Probably the main feature, the tree. This is really the only reason why this is home base right now. In order to actually test the cheapest of these products, I made 3 rules when buying them. No single product can go over $20. All products must be under $100. And also I have a goal to follow the product as it's kind of advertised as. One thing that's a little concerning is that everything for this entire trip can fit within this bag. This is all my necessities, everything I need. First thing to set up will be my house, aka a tent, aka an emergency sleeping shelter / tent. I don't fully understand the things that I purchased. That's really warm. Wow. I don't know how comfy it's going to be. You guys think this is gonna keep me warm tonight? I'm a little worried about that. Not even mentioning comfort once again. But the coolest part that might negate all of that basic necessities is when you look inside. That is so cool. Now, if you know what tents look like, and I'm sure some of you keen viewers have noticed, this is not a tent. I don't know how to make it like that either because I don't have pegs to pin the corners down. So I think when you lay in it, it becomes a tent. And that's all there is to it. So at this point, we've already passed 3 hours. It's currently 3:23, and I have done little to nothing so far. Found a base, and I've barely set up my tent. That's it. Night will be falling upon us at this rate within a matter of minutes, especially for you guys. It's getting cold. The temperature's dropping down, of course. So we have to start a fire, which brings us to our next product. This is magnesium, which is also silver. 90% of our products in this video is silver. What is this, like sponsored by the Silver Surfer or something? No, it's not. Figure out how to use this and hope it works. I'm supposed to gather shavings? I'm gonna have to look this up. So I am getting little filings. You might be able to see that. Take some of this for some fire starter. That just whipped me in the face. Ow. I will dump these shavings. I missed the major starting of it, but I do have it going. Now that the fire has started and I am actually staying nice and warm now, we can get into finishing the house. This is the sleeping bag finally. I thought this was the tent originally. One thing I learned while opening this is they come with whistles. This will be handy if I encounter any bears tonight.
Meow.
I don't want to blow that too loud in case somebody actually thinks I'm in trouble. Not yet. This is actually not my tent. This is the sleeping bag. One thing that's actually nice about all this stuff is it's actually quite fair sized. This is the sleeping bag. I mean, it's the same as the tent. It's really no different, except it's fully enclosed except for the top. Updated house tour, more colorful. The thing that made this challenge really tricky was finding a sleeping bag or blanket under $20. One that was actually a person size anyways. So what did I get? More emergency blankets. 10 to be exact. What I might do is make a funnel towards the fire, funnel the heat towards the tent, covering the whole frame now. They're very big, at least there's that. One of the more vital products because I don't know if it really works and it has our entire water supply in it. It doesn't seem to be leaking, but it holds 20 liters. I don't know if it's fully decontaminated from me cleaning because it's just a little hole to get into it. Either way, it does work. Look at that. Survival update, it is now 5 p.m. My phone might die, but maybe some gadgets will be able to save us with that later. I've shown about half of the products I think now, which is a good segue into I'm very hungry. When in a survival situation, I would not recommend recording all of it. It takes about a 10-minute task into 20 minutes, maybe more. My odds of survival are very low right now. I don't know if I'll make the full 24 hours. We've made it 5 so far. The next cheap product is a cooking device. And now that I look at it, it's going to get very hot on the hands because it's all metal. But who cares about that because it's dinner time and I got Chef Boyardee. How will I do this? Sacrifice one handle. Let's see how long this takes. Quick update, I've managed to insulate most of home base now. Much warmer. Completely funneling it towards the sleeping vessel. Item number 7, I'm pretty sure. We've got a spoon, fork, 2 bottle openers, so I can eat my food. One thing I should also mention is I do have lights with me for my camera, but they will be turned off when the camera is not recording. Not like the battery's long enough to do otherwise anyways. All light sources must come from Temu. As you can now tell, it is dark out, and if there's one thing that you know about me, I hate the dark. You want to know why? In the dark, you can't see. And you know what's in the dark when you can't see? Wait, I don't know. So that's the scary part. I'd rather not find out. In order to negate that, first off, biggest one, and the most freest one, this light was actually $0 to me. It's pretty nifty. You can't tell how powerful it is because my camera light is completely dominating it. It's very nice. It's a very nice light. It's very bright, soft. It also dims, and it does that in case you want to have a rave in the woods. A rave in the woods. And it has a remote, actually, as well. Handy for saving battery, as well as if you think there is a monster outside, which I will probably be keeping this taped to my face in case I hear any noises. But it doesn't stop there, no. We have this little lamp, which is battery powered. It's much brighter. Once again, you still can't tell because of my other light. It's just a shut to close, and it's an open, and then you can hang it up somewhere, and it'll keep everything nice and well lit. And last but not least, flashlights. These ones are also bright, and they are USB-C rechargeable, which is quite shocking. Every single one of these came with chargers other than the battery one. You can kind of tell it is bright. I don't know what more to say about this other than hopefully this saves me from being too scared tonight. Ironically enough, this is probably some of the best lighting that you would ever get in a camping situation like this. With these reflectors, bounce light everywhere, so you're getting the most light in a situation like this. Around this time of night, you start hearing things that you heard all day, but you notice them a lot more, and you interpret them differently. Hear that owl? I didn't realize until actually watching this time-lapse how dark it had become. The change in mood was crazy simply with the daylight gone. Even the owls started sounding really creepy. That was an owl? Holy crap, that was spooky. I don't want to use my phone because I'm worried about the battery dying, but I am getting bored, lonely, and slightly spooked. The time is 6:43, and it is now pitch black. I always seem to think, okay, yeah, this is the darkest it's gonna get, and then it keeps getting darker. I have all of my lights on now, and that's the thing I'm wondering now is how long before these lights die. If you were to have a rave, I think this is where you'd want to have it. Look at that. And the interesting thing about these is that they're actually slightly transparent. You can actually see through them. There's a bright enough light on the other side. So that means if somebody were on the other side, they could see me. Yeah, I instantly regret saying that out loud. It is completely dark, and it is only 7 o'clock. I've made it to 9 o'clock now. Getting pretty close to bedtime. I don't really know what else I'm gonna do. I'm starting to hear noises. Things just keep sounding like they're getting closer. The owls keep getting creepier and creepier. At first they sounded like they were partying. It was in this moment I realized I do not have a product capable of dealing with bears. Okay, that's definitely something coming towards me. Hello?
Jaydin?
Evan?
Man, I've been walking for 6 hours. You've been here the whole time?
Not gonna lie, I totally forgot I asked Evan to join in on this challenge.
This is interesting.
But he had to work until later in the night. Little does Evan know, I invited him because of his skill sets to help me succeed in this challenge. He's 6'3", he can hold his breath for at least 20 seconds, probably. Extremely agreeable, so if a bear does try to eat us, I will ask him to stay behind. And he's allergic to nuts.
Wow, that's hot.
Yeah, this is base camp.
This is good. I like this.
Act as if we're having a good time. Now, luckily for Evan, I bought 2 of everything. Here is your sleeping bag.
Well, thanks. I'm supposed to fit in this? Okay.
Open it up and see what the world has to offer.
I do like the color. Whistle?
Yes, it is. Time to actually test this tent. I haven't even gotten in it yet. It looks like a circus thing, the Hall of Mirrors or whatever. I can see through this perfectly right now. Like
know what's
sunglasses.
around. I didn't realize how long it is.
It's very long.
Yeah.
This is so weird. The ground is cold, but I'm warm. So if we have something underneath our back, we could probably close off the end of this, I think.
It is still recording.
See, this is what I was talking about. It's currently just past 11 p.m. One of the flashlights has started to die, but it hasn't died yet. We still have one flashlight with lots of charge. That lantern is still going strong. And this lantern, well, it's about to die. And that's 3 AAA's worth. I put on all these lights at around 6 p.m. and they're just dying now. Not bad. We're in the tent. Pretty amazing in here. It reminds me of my childbirth.
What? Don't say that with I'm here. I think amazing is an overstatement. My mental capacity is definitely not as great as it was before this. Also, this is very intimate. A little too close for comfort. However, I'd pick this over sleeping at home, actually.
Just past 7:30. Just woke up from, well, not really sleeping. I don't know if you can call it waking up. 3 words. Cold, uncomfortable, moist. These emergency blankets definitely do not provide any sort of warmth, and laying on the ground, it was so cold. It got down to 1 degree Celsius last night. The fire went out, these blankets kept blowing in the wind, and anytime you moved, it was like echoing everywhere and just scrunching. I don't recommend it, but for now, it's time for my morning routine. Three objectives for this morning. 1, cook food. 2, find some sort of water source. 3, get into the reviews of these products. Evan, how did you sleep last night?
I will tell you in one word, terrible. I would not do it again.
Maybe, just maybe, 50 plus hours.
If there was money involved, yes.
Just one question for you. How are you going to open that?
I got smoke in my eye. I can't see.
That doesn't answer the question at all.
Well, it doesn't, but I don't even know where my can is.
Evan wanted his Alphagetti Scooby-Doo so bad that he forgot. They don't have a method to open it on the can, so he's gonna have to figure that out.
How did you open your Chef Boyardee?
I pulled on the lever.
Son of a...
I feel bad that Evan picked such a horrible choice in can. I'm going to join him in figuring this out.
Wow. Or you melt this down, or it gets soft.
We're gonna need a lot hotter of a fire.
Yeah.
I'm getting into it. There you go.
I'm gonna make music, I think. I think I've ruined the can.
That is so cold on my hands. I hope that shot was worth it because, well, for you guys, you already seen that shot earlier in the video, but I haven't gotten it yet, so I had to get that. That's why I had to find the water for like a half-second clip. Back to the reviews now. Odds are there's a lever in here that I'm supposed to pull.
Or an animal that's gonna bite.
No, I'm scared. No.
Nothing? Really hoping for a lever.
Now it's time to review the key component products of this video. Starting off with the order I used them in. The emergency shelter. A review from a random number. Looks like a very good shelter. won't know till it's an emergency. 5 stars. I don't know if I would leave it to an emergency to know if it's good. I'd probably want to test it, but you don't have to. I already did. You're gonna need some blankets, a lot of them, and some heat. It's very cold, and it's not comfortable.
All true statements from Molly Halfway. The survival tent will be pretty handy. Hopefully, I will not need it to save my life, but it's a stroke tent that I can pack away in my backpack. She also gave it 5 stars. It's a nice size. You can definitely put it away in your backpack.
The things holding it together came apart. It's not strong. Victor says, it arrived on time and I'm still testing it. So we're awaiting updates from Victor. 5 stars, of course. 5 stars for that, baby. On 3. 3, 2, 1,
5.
2.
I meant 2.
Okay. Emergency sleeping bag. Vanessa says, Shazam has a handy new feature. You can now find a song by typing in its lyrics. What do you think of that?
That has nothing to do with the sleeping bag.
Sounds like an ad. I can appreciate your review, Vanessa, but why 5 stars? I don't understand.
Louise, this is true, super comfy, and hot.
This is true?
Yeah.
5 stars.
5 stars is also overrated.
It's not comfy.
And it's not hot. Yeah.
Obviously, I know that you're supposed to have a blanket. You're supposed to have some sort of heat in there. You can't just expect a tarp to keep you warm. Having said that,
You're a liar.
PA75. Our first 4-star review. I remained surprised because I played quickly and chose it believing in real sleeping, but really happy because it is to rescue and not cold with. Yes, Pogner, as in a potato socket. But really does the trick, and secure in a suitcase takes no space. I think it's safe to say this one was lost in translation. Nonetheless, 4 stars. The review didn't make any sense, but I respect it. And I'm gonna have to agree, the only thing these reviews aren't saying, a lot of moisture came up from the ground and got trapped inside the sleeping bag. That was really uncomfortable. 3, 2, 1, 4. Wow. Next up, magnesium. Remy Bibi, nice size. 5 stars.
5 stars for 2 words.
I can't disagree with that. It is a fair sized magnesium rod. Now we have cone. Arrive safe. If you are thinking of buying, best do your research on the safe handling and storage of these. This review made me think it was going to suddenly combust. After using it, I've learned it won't combust. It actually takes an exuberant amount of effort. Next up, the camping lantern. Qua 13. Perfect little light. Will use when Alec goes out. Small enough for ant room.
What?
You're not wrong.
No. We are now wondering what an ant room is.
Who's Alec? Where is he going? 3, 2, 1, 4 stars. There.
Nice.
It lasted pretty long on 3 AAAs, 5 hours. It was very bright. The shortcomings are that it's not adjustable.
It's useless.
It's useless.
It's useless.
No, it's a good lantern for its size. And if you need AAA batteries and
Or you're going to an ant room, I guess.
3 flashlight pairing.
It is a good value for money flashlight. I like it when I give it to you. I think he's talking about something else. He gave it 5 stars though.
Can't disagree with
He
that.
can't.
By Leah McKelly. Flashlight is very bright. Comes in handy at night. Love the fact that it's rechargeable and don't have to worry about leaking batteries. Perfect.
The first part sounded like Eminem.
It did, right?
Right.
Flashlight is very bright. Comes in handy at night.
Boom.
I don't know why you have to worry about leaking batteries in the first place. What kind of flashlights are you buying? Well, this review has been, I guess, verified. She's not wrong. It's handy. Pretty bright for the price. 3, 2, 1,
7.
5 stars. Wow. So we're above 5. It's out of 5.
Oh, I was thinking 10. My bad. It's 4.
I don't have any reviews for the rest of the stuff because I didn't think it was really necessary. They weren't things that you really need to understand. Oh, could you carry the water jug thingy?
Yeah.
It is now 12:45 on the clock. Time to go down to our exit point. Before you put that water in there, could you empty it out? I don't need all that water.
You son of a...
That's really nice.
I hope so.
This has been 24 hours with Temu products only in the forest.